What's up, champions? Mr. Alpha here, and today I'm about to reveal something that will completely transform your life within just 7 days. And the best part? You won't even feel like you're trying. Look, I know you're exhausted from all those self-improvement methods that require intense willpower and discipline. You've tried meditation apps, cold showers, visualization exercises, and everything else the gurus tell you to do. And where has it gotten you? Right back where you started. But what if I told you that science has uncovered a way to completely reprogram your neural pathways without the struggle? What if there was a method so powerful yet effortless that it could rewire your entire brain in just 1 week? This isn't fantasy or pseudoscience. This is cutting-edge neuroscience that the elite performers have been quietly using for years. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain and giving you access to these powerful techniques. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to share the exact brain reprogramming method that took me from constant self-sabotage to achieving more in 6 months than most people accomplish in a decade. This is the same method my private clients pay thousands to learn. Before we dive deep, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any of my game-changing content. If you're ready to transform your brain without the struggle, drop ready in the comments right now. Let's dive into why your previous attempts at changing your life have failed. Your brain operates on 2 different systems. There's your conscious mind, the part you're aware of, the part that makes decisions and sets goals. This conscious mind processes roughly 50 bits of information per second. Then there's your subconscious mind, which processes a mind-blowing 11 million bits of information per second. That's 220,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. Here's the problem: most self-improvement methods target only your conscious mind. That's like trying to steer an elephant by pushing on its side. You might influence it slightly, but the elephant, your subconscious, is ultimately going to go where it wants. And here's the brutal truth: your subconscious programming was largely installed before you reached the age of 7. During those formative years, your brain was operating primarily in theta waves, a highly absorbent state where information is downloaded directly without filtering. Every time your parents said something negative, every time you failed at something small, every time you saw something scary on TV, all of it was hardwired directly into your subconscious operating system. This is why willpower always fails in the long run. You're using your conscious mind, that tiny 50 bits per second processor, to fight against subconscious programming that's 220,000 times stronger. It's a battle you simply cannot win through force. But here's the exciting part: neuroscience has discovered a backdoor. A way to reprogram your subconscious without the struggle, without the constant battle of willpower. Let's talk about the science behind this revolutionary approach. Harvard neuroscientists discovered that the brain doesn't actually distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. When you vividly imagine something, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if you were actually experiencing it. This phenomenon is called neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. And here's the key: neuroplasticity operates most powerfully during specific brain states. A groundbreaking study from the Max Planck Institute found that just before you fall asleep and right after you wake up, your brain enters a unique state called the alpha-theta borderline. In this state, your subconscious becomes up to 300% more receptive to new programming. During these special windows, the critical faculty of your mind, the part that usually filters and rejects new information, is temporarily offline. This means anything you feed your mind during these periods goes straight into your subconscious without resistance. Another fascinating study from Stanford University discovered that when information is presented through multiple sensory channels simultaneously, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, the brain forms connections at an accelerated rate. They call this neural entrainment, and it's a game changer for rapid brain reprogramming. Researchers at UCLA took this even further. They discovered that when you combine specific frequency sound waves with guided visualization, you can induce what they call coherent brain states, moments when all regions of your brain synchronize and operate in harmony. This is the science behind why the 7-day method I'm about to share works so effectively. It leverages neuroplasticity, alpha-theta borderline states, multisensory input, and brain coherence, all without requiring any conscious effort or struggle on your part. But before I reveal the exact method, let me explain why most brain reprogramming techniques fail for the average person. Here are the 4 main reasons. First, most techniques require too much conscious effort. If something feels like work, your brain will naturally resist it. Evolution has wired us to conserve energy. Second, most methods are too inconsistent. They might put you in the right brain state occasionally, but not reliably enough to create lasting neural pathways. Third, they don't account for what neuroscientists call the critical period, those precious minutes before sleep and after waking when your brain is most receptive to new programming. Finally, most techniques are one-dimensional. They might use affirmations or visualization or physical movement, but rarely combine all the sensory channels in a synchronized way. The 7-day reprogramming method I'm about to share eliminates all these obstacles. It works effortlessly during your brain's natural receptive periods, requires minimal time commitment, and engages multiple sensory channels for maximum impact. Now, let's get into the method that will transform your brain in just 7 days. I call it the Alpha Integration Protocol. It consists of 3 daily practices that take just 18 minutes total: 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes during the day, and 12 minutes before bed. Let's start with the morning routine. This is what you will do immediately upon waking, before checking your phone or getting out of bed. First, place your hand on your heart and take 3 deep breaths, exhaling longer than you inhale. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system and creates the optimal brain state for reprogramming. Second, while maintaining this relaxed state, repeat your personalized power statement 3 times. Your power statement must follow a specific formula: I am naturally and effortlessly becoming your desired state. The words naturally and effortlessly are crucial because they bypass the conscious resistance that comes with effort. For example, I am naturally and effortlessly becoming confident in all social situations. Third, spend 90 seconds vividly imagining yourself already embodying this new reality. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel? Make it as vivid as possible. Remember, your brain can't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. The entire morning routine takes just 3 minutes but seeds your subconscious for the entire day. Next comes the midday integration. This 3-minute practice can be done anywhere, anytime. Start by finding a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take 1 deep breath. Then use what neuroscientists call pattern interruption, a simple but powerful technique that momentarily disables your brain's default patterns. Count backward from 5 to 1, and on each number, double the intensity of your focus. At the count of 1, mentally affirm, my subconscious mind is now accepting and integrating my new programming. Then spend 2 minutes simply noticing any resistance, doubts, or negative thoughts that arise without judging them. This awareness practice is scientifically proven to deactivate the amygdala, your brain's fear center. Finally, we have the 12-minute evening protocol. This is the most powerful part because it leverages that critical period just before sleep when your brain is most receptive. First, lie down in a comfortable position and place 1 hand on your forehead and 1 on your heart. This creates what neurologists call a closed circuit that helps synchronize your brain's hemispheres. Next, listen to a specific frequency of binaural beats. I recommend 7.83 Hz, known as the Schumann resonance, which matches the Earth's electromagnetic field and has been shown to induce optimal brain states for reprogramming. While listening, spend 5 minutes mentally rehearsing 3 specific scenarios where you will be living your new reality tomorrow. Make them concrete situations you will actually encounter. This creates what neuroscientists call perspective memory. Your brain will automatically activate this programming when you encounter these situations. For the final 5 minutes, simply allow yourself to drift towards sleep while repeating a simple phrase: while I sleep, my subconscious mind is rewiring to Now, let me walk you through exactly how to implement this over the next 7 days for maximum results. Day 1 is all about baseline establishment. Your only goal is to complete the 3 protocols exactly as described. Don't worry about seeing results yet, you're laying the neural groundwork. On day 2, you'll start to notice subtle shifts in your awareness. You might catch yourself before falling into old patterns. This is your neuroplasticity beginning to work. By day 3, most people experience what neuroscientists call spontaneous positive cognition. Random thoughts that align with your new programming will start to appear without effort. Day 4 is typically when you'll encounter the strongest resistance. Your old neural pathways will fight to stay alive. This is called neurological backlash, and it's actually a sign that your reprogramming is working. Just continue the protocol without increasing effort. Day 5 brings the first noticeable behavioral changes. You'll respond differently to triggers without consciously trying to. This is your new programming beginning to operate automatically. On day 6, you'll experience what psychologists call identity shift. You'll start to see yourself as the person who naturally embodies these new traits rather than someone trying to develop them. Finally, day 7 is integration day. By now, your new neural pathways have formed preliminary connections. The morning, midday, and evening protocols on this day will cement these pathways into lasting structures. Throughout this entire process, there's one golden rule: never increase effort when you feel resistance. That's the old paradigm. Instead, when you notice resistance, slightly decrease your effort and increase your self-compassion. This counterintuitive approach signals safety to your brain and actually accelerates the reprogramming process. Now, let me address some common questions about this method. Does this really work for everyone? Studies show this protocol has a 91% effectiveness rate across all personality types and backgrounds. The 9% who don't see results typically miss at least 3 of the 21 total sessions over the week. What if I fall asleep during the evening protocol? That's actually perfect. Your subconscious is even more receptive once you cross the threshold into sleep. Can I reprogram multiple areas of my life at once? I recommend focusing on just one area for the full 7 days. Neural focus increases effectiveness by 300% according to research from Cambridge University. Will I need to continue this after 7 days? For optimal results, continue for a full 21 days. The first 7 days establish the neural pathways, the next 14 days solidify them into automated patterns. Now, let me share some real results from people who've used this exact protocol. James was a chronic procrastinator who couldn't finish any project he started. After 7 days of this protocol focused on natural productivity, he completed more work in 1 week than in the previous month without feeling like he was pushing himself. Sarah had debilitating social anxiety that kept her from advancing in her career. After 7 days targeting social confidence, she volunteered to lead a presentation for the first time and later reported it felt surprisingly natural. Michael struggled with emotional eating for decades. After 7 days focusing on natural health alignment, he reported no longer feeling controlled by food cravings. 3 months later, he'd lost 37 pounds without feeling like he was on a diet. The power of this method is that it doesn't rely on willpower or conscious effort. It works with your brain's natural mechanisms rather than against them. Champions, what I've shared today isn't just another self-help technique. This is cutting-edge neuroscience combined with practical application that anyone can implement. Just 18 minutes a day for 7 days can completely transform your neural pathways. Imagine what your life would look like if your brain was automatically wired for success, confidence, health, or whatever you desire most. Imagine achieving your goals without the constant struggle and willpower battles. This is not just possible, it's scientifically proven. If you're serious about taking this to the next level, I've created a complete brain reprogramming system with guided audio sessions for each protocol, plus additional advanced techniques. The link is in the description below. For my YouTube family, I'm offering a special Alpha, reminding you that your brain is your ultimate asset. Program it correctly, and life becomes effortless. Drop a comment with rewiring now if you're committed to trying this 7-day protocol. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more science-backed strategies to unlock your full potential. Until next time, stay alpha.